Here's a car we've been waiting a long time for, the Ford Focus RS. Ford in Europe has for decades produced special, high-performance versions of its small cars. And finally, Ford has decided to bring its top RS version of the Focus to Canada. So this is a very different Focus than the one you're used to. First of all, it comes with all-wheel drive as standard equipment. It's made in Germany, has 350 horsepower, and has a look that lets everybody know you're driving something special. The front has been reworked with a big chin spoiler that clears driveway ramps no problem. Big air intakes, 19-inch wheels with Brembo brakes, the big rear spoiler, and a more aerodynamic lower diffuser around the back with dual exhaust tips. This blue is called Nitrous Blue. It's a $1,000 option. Now, speaking of money, let's get into it. This is not an inexpensive car. It starts at $48,000. That's before freight. And then when you add in the taxes, it's going to be well over $50,000. But one thing you need to calculate, this car comes with a separate set of wheels and winter tires as part of that 48 grand. Unfortunately, Ford didn't do too much to update the interior. It's the same as the regular Focus, except you get more standard features like push-button start, a heated steering wheel, and the top Sony stereo. What does look fancy on this car are the Recaro heavily bolstered front seats, but they're not unique to this vehicle. You can also get them on the much less expensive Focus ST, and the problem with that is the same with these. The pitch on the bottom of the seat is not adjustable, so your knees are much higher than your hips, which gives you a lot of support for a short drive, but you can't stretch your legs on a long drive. The other thing you'll notice is you get the latest Ford Sync 3 system that is much quicker and better than the old Sync system. What they've done is they've gone away from Microsoft and they've gone to BlackBerry's QNX system, which really is the industry standard and a big improvement. Well, first thing, this car is not available with an automatic. It's for people who know how to drive a stick, and the better you are at it, the more fun you'll have. Under the hood is a larger 2.3-liter EcoBoost engine over the 2-liter in the ST. It puts out 350 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque. But here's the thing, out of the pocket, it doesn't feel like 350 horsepower. It's when you get the car up on the turbos, that mid-range torque really is fantastic. Maximum torque, 350 pound-feet at 3,200 RPM. The real story here is the all-wheel drive system that can send up to 100% of the torque to the rear wheels, plus the standard torque vectoring that adds a touch of braking to the inside front wheel when turning. The thing that's really interesting about this car is it's got quite a choppy ride. It really feels heavily dampened, but you do get used to it after a while, and you start to crave the level of steering and grip you get with this car when you drive other cars. You want to change lanes? You just move the steering wheel a little bit. It's got a very close steering ratio, and the tires have an amazing amount of grip. I've had a load of fun driving this car, and even with the winters on today, it's a lot of fun. I already mentioned that the all-wheel drive system is what makes this car unique, and you have different settings, drive mode, you have regular, sport, track, and drift. Now, drift is where it really sends quite a bit of the power to the rear wheels and allows this car to step out. Now, today it's very icy here, and it's not my car, and I'm not going to try it, but you can see on the track that you can really get this car to rotate around and have a load of fun with it. It actually makes it silly easy to do it. That being said, the better driver you are, the more fun you can have with this. It's like buying a car from the dealership that's kind of rally ready, not quite all the way there, but you sure feel like a rally driver when you're driving this car. All right, the competitors for this Ford Focus RS, the obvious candidates would be the Volkswagen Golf R. That's a softer, more luxurious feeling car, and it's down on horsepower. Another car that's kind of rough and ready like this would be the Subaru WRX STI. It really is a driver's car. It's down on horsepower, and both of those cars are less expensive than this Ford Focus RS. This really is one hell of a car, but they need to adjust the price.
Looking for a new vehicle? Check out all the models at our new website, drivingtelevision.com.